Hey guys, so according to the video, this is episode 2, and this time I did 5 Harry Potter ones. Well, technically I did 6. This is the sign for 6 because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I thought that would have been a little deceptive to say that I did 6 because one you could say was a prop, but I mean, another one of the 5 could be classified as a prop, like also. I don't know. Maybe I'll just say it's 5.5. No, we'll just stick with 5. Makes it easy. So, see if you can guess what they are. The first few are going to go really, really fast because honestly, I kind of forgot to record while I was doing them. But the last one is one that I made up myself. Okay? There's going to be some proud bragging moments near the end because I was very impressed with myself. And it's probably the most decorated one. Well, I don't know. Hagrid's still pretty decorated. But I'm very, very impressed with myself. So start setting your expectations really high for that last reveal one. You're going to be like... But I kind of want to give a review on the book before you see it. I honestly was very excited when my aunt got me this book. It's from Sam's Club, not sponsored. Well, technically it was sponsored by my aunt because she bought it for me. But I hadn't crocheted anything for about I think I crocheted one thing for my first daughter when she was first born, so 4 years ago. And then before that, it had been seriously a decade. And all I did was a double crochet and make little squares. And even then, my squares weren't very good because they would bow. So it ended up looking more like little boats, instead of a square like it was supposed to be. But with some YouTubing, the book did describe the stitches pretty well. There were a couple that were a little confusing that I did want to see the video to see how to do it. And they're only going to be less than a minute because it's a stitch. It's not that hard. It doesn't need to be that long. So even if you're not a crocheter and you don't know how to crochet, I would say that this book is written easily enough to be able to follow. And by your 7th doll, because this was, well, no, it's more than my 7th. It's, my whatever doll. You can kind of make up your own because then you're starting to get the idea. Then you can kind of picture it in your head and be like, this is what I need to do. And yeah, so that was very exciting. Oh, if you notice this ring, it's pretty nice. My husband actually got me this ring. It's a phoenix. I really like it, kind of because goes in with the Harry Potter theme, but also just because of what it represents, that... they burn and then they're just reborn again, which I kind of like. Kind of reminds me that even if you're going through a hard time, it's not the end of the world. If you get burned, it's not the end of the world. You just start the next day fresh, kind of like your phoenix. Nighttime's kind of when you get burned, and then you're reborn the next day. Obviously they're not that fast, but keep watching so you can see which ones I added. See if you could guess all 5. Bonus if you get the 6th one. You might guess it based on who I say I'm doing. That's your clue. But yeah. Oh, Hedwig. If only you were real. If only... What is this? The book looks so lifelike now. It is! This was the easiest one. Let's go give you to Harry. Here you go, Harry. Oh, geez, Harry. You seem a little bored. Is Hedwig not enough for you? Do you need some friends? I know who you need. You need Ron Weasley. Hey, Harry. Ron, you came. But is it really smart to leave 2 boys by themselves? We know how much trouble they can get into, am I right? Let's see. Who Who would they need? Let's say, I think probably Hermione. Oh, Hermione. Hermione! It's Leviosa, not a Leviosa. Hello, Ron. We'll let them be together. Ta-da! The buddies are all together, and Ron's hair is crazy. I love it. Time for another one. What should we do? What should we do? I think McGonagall should be blue eyes. Blue eyes for McGonagall. Oh, so nice. Now for the rest of her body. Ta-da! 10 points to Gryffindor. So, as you saw, I just finished McGonagall, but I'm gonna do the pattern again. This time though, we're gonna see if I can edit it enough to make it look like Professor Sprouts instead. Because I figured I would just have the headmasters of each house instead. But we'll see how I do it. One of the things that I did was on the robe, it has you use both loops, as you can see here. But I just did the back loop. I left the front loop available to try to do that robe along the front, but maybe I'm just getting too cocky after doing some Harry Potter characters that I think I can do it, but we'll see. Alright guys, oh look at this! Oh, and not only have I done this, but I did a mandrake root too! Oh, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the leaves yet, honestly. Kind of did what they told me to do in the dragon for like the horns is how I did the mouth, and how I did the arms and legs for it was how it says to do the arms for the dragon. So I'm kind of impressed with myself. And then the roots coming out of it is a loop stitch, and I just cut it in half, and then I also ended it. That's why there's 3 there. So I'm kind of impressed with myself, you guys. I'm becoming a crocheter. Alright, she's finished. Ta-da! So, look at that. She has her little mandrake root. Do you know who she is? It's Professor Sprout. I even did her hair. Okay? Like, you guys. I'm like super impressed with myself right now. I think she's my favorite. Alright, so now I'm going to put the shelves up in the bathroom. I have this contact paper, it's like a rustic brick, and I just put it up between the corner and the mirror so it looks like a column. And this is where I'm going to put the shelves that I got. It was on a flash sale on Amazon for $15. And I'm going to be putting all my little dolls on them. My husband's helping me. There's a way on how to do it without the person holding it. You screw in the black shelf holders first, and then you can slide the shelf in, and then you can screw the screws into the shelf. But it's easier if he just holds it, so I can screw the screws into the shelf first and then put it on the wall, because then I don't have to like trust myself with the spacing and everything. But yeah, so here we go, figuring out the spacing, and you can't see the top one. So I'm just going to pour through this top one really fast. Just know that I put Harry, Ron, and Hermione on the top. I'll show you a picture at the end. And now for the middle shelf, we marked it with a Sharpie, and then we drill it and put the screws in. And it was so nice, and my husband was helping me with this. We actually did it while the kids were sleeping. I don't know how my kids sleep so heavily, but it's really nice because then I can do projects like this and not have to worry about them getting in my way, because yeah, you know, if you have kids, you totally understand what I'm saying. Little people and power drills don't always mix very well. But yeah, here we go, just putting them on and it's all done. Check it out!